So now that everything is mixed in, now the bulk fermentation process is going to slowly happen throughout the day. But this is not one of those where you mix everything and then you walk away until it's done. For the first few hours, maybe for the first 2 or 3 or 4 hours, just you'll get a feel for it. Every 45 minutes, you have to just come fold the dough. So what folding the dough does is it does a couple of things. When you fold the dough, you create layers of the gluten network. Okay, so it allows it's what's going to contribute to a nicer crumb for the final resulting bread. And not just that, but especially with temperature differences, like if you were to proof it in the oven with just a light, or proof it in a bread box, the outer part of the dough is going to be warmer than the inside. So this allows you to sort of rework some of the temperature differences within the dough itself. So anyways, every 45 minutes, you're going to want to fold the dough for a few hours. The technique for this is something that is going to feel a little foreign and strange in the beginning, but as your hand gets more used to it, it'll be natural and you'll be able to go quicker. So I'll show you how to do that. The other thing is this dough, it's a sticky-ish dough. Like I said, it's rough. The dough I use for bread is roughly 72-73% hydration. So it's very sticky. So if you were to start folding it with a dry hand, you would have dough stuck all over your hand, and it would be a little bit of a pain. So I recommend just getting your folding hand wet. Typically you only fold with one hand anyway, so I always just make my right hand wet right before. So I go to the sink, now my right hand is wet, and then I'm gonna start folding. So just like before, what I do here is I just scoop up from one of the back sides and just fold it over. Just like that. So I take it and I fold it. It doesn't have to be pretty. And as you start getting faster with folding, you're gonna wanna start separating it from the sides. So you take it and you fold it. And what I'm doing on the back end of the folding is I'm folding it from one side to the other, and I'm separating the opposite side, and it'll make a little bit more sense when you do it. See, if I just do this, like the fold is gonna wanna unfold itself, okay? So that's why I fold, and then I try to keep that fold on the other end by pushing it on the other side. So you turn 90 degrees and you fold. Turn 90 degrees, you fold. Slow, I'll do it slow again. And you're gonna see as you start to do this, you're gonna see it, like even right now already, you start to see the layers of the dough. And the more you after a couple of times of folding it throughout the day, the dough itself is gonna start to feel very silky and very soft. Even right now, it's already starting to feel that way. And then as time goes on and you do this a little bit more, you can get pretty fast with it. You don't have to sit here and fold it for 10 straight minutes, but I definitely like to spend a couple minutes and fold it each time. Okay. This looks nice and well folded. You're gonna see now it has a little bit of a boule shape, and as time goes on in the next 10-15 minutes, it's gonna start settling, and then in another 30-45 minutes I'm gonna fold it again and start the process all over again. So after you mix it and you start the bulk proofing, every 45 minutes you want to do this folding for a few hours. So after about a few hours then you can just let the dough rest. It should be well folded. There should be good layers of good gluten layers. And then the rest of the bulk proofing, you can just let it sit until the bulk proofing is done. So next few hours, I'm going to do this every 45 minutes. And if it's the winter, then I'll let it rest in the oven with the light on. No heat, just the heat of the light. But if it's summer, like right now, typically it's warm enough, or at least in our house it's warm enough. We don't have air conditioning. It's typical for our house to get to 25, 26, 27 degrees during the day. So once that bulk proofing is done, at that point we'll be ready to final proof the dough, which I'll show you that in another video.